What up, chicken butt? Yeah. Well, Lord, I need you now more than ever. What's that kid? Mullet Man. What up, Mullet Man and Hunter? Oh, Inferno Bird. You tried, brother. You tried. Inferno Man slid right in front of you. Oh, close, brother. Close, my brother. Inferno Man, close. All right, let's get you guys your propers here. All right, so we got my man, my mullet man, and we got my inferno burn. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't even say 1.2, like maybe like zero point 0.8 seconds. How'd you get a baby? How'd you get a baby, mullet man? Tell me. How's that happen? Weirdo. Just, I love that man. He's my my buddy. He's weirdo. Don't say. Well, first I met a girl, then we kissed on the lips. Next thing you know, we're dips in our sticks. Kiss on the lips. And let's go see the birds. Let's go see the birds too. I got my hair going great. There we go. What's going on with the focus there? There we go. You weirdo. There we go. Nice. Nice. We went to Vegas and we had a little bit too much fun that night. Uh oh. Uh oh. I'm listening. I'm listening. You want me to tell the rest of the story? I'm rich with love and life. Look at these beautiful flowers. And these don't cost anything. I didn't buy any of these. These are all collected. You know, you see something you like, you can break off a stick of it and you clone it and make your own. Look at these beautiful flowers out here. Look at these beautiful red roses coming up. Look at it. Look at beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you. Let's go look at the chickens. Bam. Oh, really rubble. No, destroyed. Oh my god, I have to go change my baby diaper. Babies don't wear diapers on their first day, you liar. I mean, they probably do. I don't know idea. What's up, okay? Well, Travis, let's go take a look at the chickens. Let's go inside. All right, let's go check. Let's go check out the chickens. All right, let's see here. There we go. Look, he's trying to escape already. What's up, chicken? What you doing? What's up? What's up, chicken? What you looking at? What's up, chicken? That sure is, Jesus. Oh, we're so cutie pie. Ask me. Yeah, you can ask anything in Inferno, bro. Go ahead. I got two of them. What you doing? What you doing? Trying to attack me? Whoa. My favorite wrestler? What do you think my favorite wrestler is? What's your favorite wrestler? What you looking at, huh? Look at this big old mohawk. They are cute. And most of them are all girls, so they'll lay eggs, and we can have eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ugh. And apparently they don't like lettuce. Baby dinosaurs. That's correct. Baby dinosaurs. Well, as far as we know. Yes. Hey, Hill, welcome. Born Slippy? Aren't we all? John Cena. Yeah, I was about to say Mike Tyson. What's his name? Hulk Hogan. Mullet Man's back from changing diapers. What you doing? What you doing? You pooping over there? I have hens too. Hello from Cleveland. Hello from Georgia, Cleveland. Yeah, so we have all hens except for two possible roosters. They look like it. I'll show you. Sorry about that. Two possible roosters. We got one here and this guy here. Oh, you see that? I saw that. See him be puffed up on me. Yeah. Mullet Man's got a turkey, but it ain't alive. You shot the dang thing, Mullet Man. All right, let me see if I can get out of here. All right, there we go. All right, you guys have a good day. Oh, no. Whoa. There we go. Oh, my face. There we go. All right, ladies. It's a Tom. I guess Tom's a male turkey. He's the OG, the original gangster of turkeys. Here they come to stuff the rooster. Hell yeah. He ain't gonna die. No. He ain't gonna die. You know he ain't gonna die. Oh yeah. They've come to snuff the rooster. Oh yeah. Whoa, I'm belting out the chords. Bring me back to the old days. You know he ain't gonna die. No. You know, whoa, I got yellow. Walking tall, machine gun man. They spit on me in my homeland. Oh God, please! Or was it a bullet screams to me from somewhere? Welcome back. Yeah, Lane Staley. Yeah, great guy. I never met him, but yeah, he's a hell of a singer, songwriter. You know what we'll do? Let's in the honor of Lane Staley, let's have some. Hey, welcome Charles Bronson, by the way. Let's have some Greek freaking yogurt. Look at that, salted caramel yogurt. Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh man. Maybe not. There's hardly any left. And if I want a big old hunk to eat with my bam, there it is. Lemon blueberry pound cake. All right, I can't take it anymore. It's so good. Look at it. Got goo on it. It's got the goo on it. Oh, bro. We ain't babysitting your damn 1-year-old. 1 day old. Well, unfortunately, if Lane Staley came back to life, he'd be like, "What the hell am I doing inside this box?" But what an amazing reunion that would be, huh? I would love to see. I mean, if he wasn't dead, I would love to be able to see Lane Staley play with Alice in Chains again. That'd be remarkable. Mm. Yeah, you're moving. Well, that man's moving to get away from child support. Jesus Christ. And you so good. Oh, I got you. Let me get. Let me eat that. Jesus Christ, can you sew them shut? I got it, buddy. I got it. Deny your maker. I got them notes. I got them notes. I just had to eat my my blueberry lemon pound cake before I belted it out. Deny your maker. That stuff rules so much. I've had so many good days to those songs. Great, great time. Back in the day, okay, hold on. Back in the day, back in the band days when I was in a band, we would have band practice and we would go see other bands have band practice. And there was always that one guitar player that loved, oh man, I can't remember the guy's name, the guitarist from Alice in Chains, Joel. Can't remember his name. But Jeff with a J, and Jeff with a G with a J says, "What's the best metal band of all time, and why is it Black Sabbath?" That's so awesome. That's so awesome. What the hell's his name though? Dang it. Can't remember his name. But anyway, there's always, every time you went to another band's band practice, the singer was always late, or the drummer, so that we would stand in. So what always happened is this guitar player would always play Alice in Chains, and then I would jump on and sing. So we would stay warmed up while we were waiting for the other band singer to show up, and I was always, I don't want to say better, but more enthusiastically singing, because he would constantly say, "It's just band practice. It's just band practice." But whenever I was at band practice, I just acted like I was in front of a million people. And so yeah, they enjoyed performing, and I think that they got upset. Jerry Cantrell, that's it. Yeah, Borsha, what up, brother? My brother. Now I want a glass of smoke. NDBs. I got you guys both on here. I can't ever dang it. Dang it, Borshell. I know you're on here somewhere. Brooklyn Breezy. I have a problem finding Borshell. I got ND Beats on here too. Oh, I'm looking at me, sorry. ND Beats. ND B, Natalie D, Natsumoto. I can't find either one of you jokers. ND Beats. Borshell, Bend Over, Brooks. My favorite is Gabe. Gabe Itches. That's a great one. That's a great. Oh shit, I love it, dude. I love it. Oh, there's Charles Bronson. Borshell. How does the ocean say? How does the ocean say hi? It waves. Charles Bronson's right here too. I found him too, bro. Okay, look up. He's looking over my glasses. Charles Bronson. Nicholas, what up? What up, Nicholas? Been a while, brother. Ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. Ain't seen you in a while. And I got you right here, brother. Nicholas. Wham. Nicholas. Yeah, I'm pretty funny. I try to be funny. I'm gonna try, and if anyone's an app writer, I'm gonna try to write an app to remember everybody's name. And so when I can go to the app and say, when somebody logs on and says Borchell, it'll say Borchell, and it'll tell me to the left, to the left, to the right. Keep it going, keep it going. It's all right. I'm sorry, that was me. Yeah, did you? No, dude. Of course, I'm lame as shit. I didn't write down your name, and so when I went to go look for it, I couldn't find it. Nicholas at its YT. I'll do it right now, brother. No, I can't. I can't do it right now. Man, I got you. Let me write it down right now. Nicholas. 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 It is. What is he? All right, brother. I got you. I got you, brother. You can't find my name. I got you, brother. Shut up. Don't say it. Don't ever say that to me. If you know, I found you. I just found you. I just found you. I just found you. I just found you. It's right. ND Beats, baby. Don't ever tell me I can't find your name. Sorry, I'm back. My apologies. All right. Now that ND Beats try to freaking trigger me. I found your punk ass. Yeah, I remember there was this guy. Hey, respect plus one. I got you. I got you. I got respect, baby. You know what? I think people have been lying to me too. I got like the same people on here like 4 times. Like whose name is Broccoli? Well, I got broccoli right here, and I can't even spell broccoli. I can't even spell broccoli. We're manly yellow. I got Tucker up there with a wrench. I don't even see Tucker no more. Light Star. Can you add my name to the wall? Yes, brother. What's your name? I don't know what your name is. You ain't tell me yet, yo. You ain't tell me. You ain't tell me that, yo. You ain't tell me that, yo. You ain't tell me what your name is, yo. Yo. Tell me what your name is, and I'll put it on the wall. I got Noella's name. I already got ND Beats, Moran. You're trying to lie to me again. Incognito. That's what my buddy used to say all the time. Whenever he was late, he would say he was there, and he'd say he was incognito. Write my name on the outside of your windshield in black paint. That's not a good idea there, Jesus. It'll make me into a smash-a-doodle. But yeah, so he called himself, he said, I'll be like, dude, you're late. He's like, I was here, dude. I was incognito. And of course, we'd start laughing. We couldn't be mad at him. But incognito. So everybody should start saying incognito more often. Incognito. All right. How many times am I going to say that? Lots, probably. Because I love it. I'm back. Nicholas, how dare you? Nicholas. And I even wrote something about you, Nicholas. I wrote something about you saying like how your parents must want you to be poor because they want you to be nickel less, like have less nickels. And like if your name was like dollar less or quarter less. I'm telling you, you don't get this funny by just being good looking. I mean, you don't get this good looking just by being funny. I mean, you don't just grow up to be good looking like me. Nichols, make sure that never happens again. Yes. Take this backhand. I still can't find Borchell. Dang it. All right, well, dang, I'm putting you up there again, Borchell. Oh, ow. Stop ignoring Jesus Christ. I did not ignore. Put my name on your. Yeah. He says, paint your bread. Oh, dang it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for not being a liar. Borchell. There you go. Borshell, bitches. I'm right below Gabriel. See, that's how you people should be. You should come prepared. Like, hey, I'm like, what's up, dude? And you'd be like, hey, man. I'm right below itches. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, Borshell's a dope name. That's freaking awesome. You should. I just freaking, I just gave you the doots. Those are called. That's what they're called. Doots. That's my light switch. Oh, baby. She says, can you turn me on, baby, baby? Can you turn me on, baby, baby? Can you turn me on, baby? All right, I'm sorry. I don't know. Look, I don't know why I do these things. My neighbor. What happened to your neighbor? Come, chameleon. Oh shit! I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. That's funny stuff. That's funny. Chameleon. I love this live stream stuff. Trust me, this is the best. I mean, you don't have to trust me, but this is great. This makes me happy. This is funny. Chameleon. Come and go. Yeah. Here's a $3 bill, but you know, you know. I love it. That wasn't dancing. I had to pee. Okay. That's it. I was making it. I wasn't dancing. I was making love to the air. Making love to the air. Mr. Stepper, brother, what up? What up, brother? Now, you know what really pisses me off about Mr. Stepper? There he is. Mr. Stepper. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Oh, okay. Size of your steep ball. But you always run. Well, hey, what do you mean? It's something beautiful, something free. Sorry. What happened, Indy? What I missed, brother? What happened? What I missed? Andy, a staggering 28.2% of chameleons die within their first year of acquisition compared to an average of 3. Wow. I'm trying to open a school slide presentation about New Hampshire. What do you want to know about New Hampshire, brother? I know a lot of stuff. Like, it's got a lot of letters in the name. Pretty cool. Yeah. It's one of the most lecherous states known to man. It's one of the only other states that has an H as the first letter of the second word. That stuff's all cool. Pretty cool. That's sad, North Dakota. I'm sad, North Dakota. I'm sad because I have Canada for a hat. I'm sad, North Dakota. Old hand. Right. Well, that's because we're ageist. We're ageist, JC. You see? We're ageist. We're like, you little shit. You think you can come here all New Hampshire looking and come taking over, throwing your weight around, pissing, standing up, and all that? No. You're going to listen to what Old Hampshire has to say. I'll tell your effing parents. Old Hampshire. I love this place. Old Hampshire. Old Hampshire is the OH. Get it? OG. OH. Sorry. I'll never do it again. The OH. The OH. All right, let's see. I think we actually got it. Yep, looks like we got it. Caramel, chameleon. Caramel, chameleon. That was at the they call it the Hampshire Reclamation Age. Jug, jug, jug. That's when the the son, the young Hampshire, Hampshire Junior, bucked up to his dad and said, "Listen, Dad, I ain't taking your crap no more." And well, let's just say that didn't go over very well. And then there was only one Hampshire, and that's he renewed himself after he slaughtered his son for mishandling the situation, and that's when New Hampshire became old Hampshire became New Hampshire. We gave his life to Jesus Christ right there, and said, "I'll never kill my son again." At what point? That's the point. It's basically the Jude. You know, he didn't have to kill his son. That was pretty good. Hey, Jude. Don't take it back. Take a sad song and make it better. Whoa, did you guys hear that? Chameleons have eyes that move independently, like me. I'm a chameleon. Caramel, 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 chameleon. Somebody clip that. Caramel, 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 caramel. I'm a chameleon. I'm a freaking chameleon. I'm a chameleon. I love it. I'm a chameleon. I know what you're talking about, my friend. It can be a very rough day. It can be a very rough day. You gotta watch. You gotta watch. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch those substances. Ow. They call me. They called me. I can't think of what this looks like. I am a samurai. I can't be. Can I be rude like that? I guess so. Yeah, I'm a samurai. I'm a samurai chameleon. I can't take my glasses off with one hand. Damn it. I'm a samurai chameleon. Yes, it is pretty crazy. Oh, dang, it's crazy the death rates of chameleons. Chameleons. Chat filter. All messages. Bam. Got it. Poor shell. Gabe. Dylan. What up? What up? I'm waiting for you, brother. We've been sitting here for 28 minutes. You finally showed up. Dylan, what up, my boy? Let's say, give us some old good Ernie Tennessee Ford. 16 dollars from a 30 on 6. Wheedle you in the kid. 16 tails from a 30 on 6. Wheedle you in the kid. That's all I got for you, brother. Oh, actually, I don't even think that's the right song. That's what's his name, Tom Waits, 30 odd 6, 16 shells from 30 odd 6. Yeah, I got no idea what you're asking me for. I was completely way off on there, but thank you. Let those 16 shells from the 30 odd 6. I tell you, I'm one of the best people to hang out with. I can do stupid things like that and do them well. That's important. That was the song. Yeah. 16 shells from a 30-06. Tom Waits. Black Dog 16. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that man. How many chameleons fuck up a gorilla? About 74,616, I would say. That would do the trick. Unless he played the long game, like what's his face? Not a praying mantis. Somebody help me out here. What's the other one? The one that's got the goo in its mouth that makes people sick when they bite it, when he bites them. Camellia. Dragon. Something dragon. Chameleon dragon? Komodo dragon. So then he could bite it. He could bite the ankle of the ankle hand of the gorilla, and then run away. And then in like 2 days later, the fever like knocks the gorilla out, and, and then it could come chew on his neck. Ugh. So yeah, it would take one. It would take one Komodo dragon. What up, Max? I saw your name up here too, brother. I know I put you up last night. Let me see if I can find your butt. I don't want to find your butt, but you get what I'm saying here. There's Max right there. There's Max, man. Max! Do me a favor and never call yourself stupid as long as you have dumb audience talking my name, Ollie. Yes, sir. I apologize. And I don't think I'm stupid. That was odd. I think I act foolishly, but I think that's funny. So I don't even know why I say it. Um, Talking in my name only. But Komodo dragon is not a effing chameleon, though. I know, brother. But you know how like liberals can say that boys can be girls and girls can be freaking pterodactyls. So same thing, dude. Same thing. AOC said it's the same thing. The chameleon can use the Komodo dragon's bathroom. So what? So now what do you have to say? You want to get freaking demonetized and deplatformed? Yeah, I didn't think so. AOC. I could invoke the name of AOC. Don't mess with me. Trans chameleon. Yes, exactly. He is a trans chameleon. He can come in there swinging his thing around, swinging his dingle thing. Swing-a-ling his dingle thing is what's going on now. We're gonna do swing-a-ling his dingle thing. Swing-a-ling his dingle thing. Swing-a-ling his dingle thing. Dingle thing. And here we go. Ready? Oh, hit the wrong dang button. Swing-a-ling his dingle thing. That's what's important. That he can do that. That makes it so. 10 light. You don't even know what happened last night. And we'll see if Sigma shows up. Sigma was on live within 3 seconds ago of me going live, saying, "Is 10 light star gonna be? Is light star gonna be here? Light star gonna be here?" And I was like, "Dude, you gotta freaking chub me for the new girl." He was like, "Well, it's like, I'm looking at me a 50-year-old sugar mama." I was like, "Dude, yeah." So we'll see if he shows up. I did a live stream last night. Absolutely. It might not be live. I might not have made it. It might not be. When you make a live stream on your phone, once you finish the live stream, it goes private. So it might only have been like an hour. I think it was like an hour and a half. No, we definitely had one. I promise you. I can prove it to you. Let me grab my. Oh, let me see what we got here. Let me grab my tablet. Oh, I need to grab some iced tea anyway. So I'm gonna grab my tablet and I'll prove it to you. Yeah, and the very first word that popped up in chat is Lightstar coming? Is Lightstar coming? And I was like, dang, dude. He was got. Maybe that's why he's not here. Maybe he didn't receive a. Where the heck is my tableau? There's it. There it is. Vital information. All right, here it is. Let me see. All right, I'll make it happen. Let me turn the lights on right quick. All right, bam. I was, yeah, you were, yeah, Dylan was first day I was here yesterday. I wonder why she didn't get notified. And I know it's great. I know that stuff happens because people don't get notified of all my new stuff. Let me see. Come on, thing. This thing's so stupid. Richard is my name. Make sure you, what did I say? Make sure you hit the bell icon. Get notified. Who's Sigma? No, Sigma wanted you. He was the guy, the 13-year-old that was flirting with you the other day. He wanted you in the chat. He was like, he was all about some lights from freaking Lightstar. He was like, I want some Lightstar. Can you call her? Can you tell her? Can you tell her to come on? That's fine. All right, Max. I'll see you in a little bit, buddy. We'll see you in a little bit. All right. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. All right. All right. So we'll go to me. We'll go to me. We'll go to my channel, view channel. Oh, I didn't have to do that now. All right. We'll go to live. All right. All right. Hold on. I got a better way to do it. We'll go to me. Me. Dang it. Your videos. Lives. So 19 hours ago, I was eating chili and then eating beans 23 hours ago. So this time yesterday, 23 hours ago, I did an hour and a half live. I don't know if you can see that. It's not really focusing very good. But do you see it, Lightstar? No, sorry. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Just kidding. I know. It's funny though. But I'm just saying. I'm not saying you were. I'm not trying to set you two up. I'm just saying you missed it. Bye, Max. 656. Look at all these dang live streams I do. These are all my live streams. Because that's what I do. I was not interested in chatting with a 13-year-old. But that's definitely the correct answer, girl. The problem is that the state attorney general, yeah, that's, no, I agree. I agree 100%. I'm not saying you showed up to do it. Yeah, you fucked up, girl. Man, you found an asshole to marry. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anybody? Yeah, yeah. Well, ultimately, he was racist towards white people, and you ended up being white. So, on the way out, he's like, "F this white bee." That wasn't cool. You know, I get it. I get it. Absolutely. It's hard when you're in love and you're thinking with your heart, trying to marry somebody, trying to make a life happen. But then, yeah, absolutely. That's why. I'm guessing he wasn't a follower, a believer. Look at awesome. Sorry, I have fun with stupid stuff. I love stupid stuff. Well, he knew I was white when right. No, hey. But you know how hate breeds. Hate breed. That's a band. But how hate can breed and grow. And then on his way out, he's probably still talking crapola to the. Sorry, trying to put some sugar. Yeah, a little more in my iced tea. Yeah, well, I said he's like, he's gonna add that into his hate. Like, why, while he's trying to destroy you and grind you into the dirt, he's just like, you can use you being white as another reason, which is horrible. That's why I tell all my friends to think with their dicks only. Hold on. That's why I tell all of my friends to think with their dicks only. Yes, I agree. I agree. But you know what? I think it should be the other way around. I think you should think with your wallets. I mean, why are so many people so ready to like go out and date and have sex? Who cares? I mean, I'm not screwing anybody. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm having a good old time. I got my YouTubes going on. I got people to chat with every day. You know, I'm not giving anybody my money. I'm not taking girls on dates for no reason, just so they can get on their TikTok and be like, "Oh my god, this guy took me on a date and it was like $600 and he told me that I was cute." And then I said, "Fuck off! I'm gonna have sex with my ex-boyfriend. Bye." Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing. And if girls come over to my house and say, "Hey, can I kiss you on the lips?" I say, "Sure." But I ain't looking for nobody. I ain't looking for nobody. But I guess that would be thinking with the dingle. He got to swing-a-ling his dingle thing. Swing-a-ling his dingle thing. I have no such problem. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. And there's a big huge push to make people want what they can't have, and then to change that. Like there's a big thing in society in America that the people that create the status quo make women only want, I mean, guys that are 6 foot or over. But the problem is only 15% of men are 6 feet or taller. So that means that if a girl's dating a guy that's 5'10", she knows that there's a guy out there that's over 6 foot for her. So the guy might be perfect, but be 5'10". But in her mind, they keep telling her online, there's guys out there that's 6 foot, 6 foot, so much better, so much better. So then they're gonna be like, sorry, we gotta break up because you're only 5'10" and there's a guy out there, and that shit happens. It digs in people's brains out. Yeah, well, the thing is, the past one, oh, hold on. Well, yeah, but the thing is, in the past, one of the things my dad told me is that we don't owe a boy anything related to. Sure, no, without a doubt. But why go on a date if you're not? This is the thing. This is the thing. You should get to know each other well before the date. Well before the date. So when you go on the date, you know you're already interested. They try to turn people into whores and pimps to go on dates blindly. And that's stupid because a guy's going to feel like something is owed. Why would you just go on a date with somebody? If you're seeing them on an app, it's like driving down the street and seeing a prostitute and be like, I'd hit it. That's what dating apps are. You're like, swipe, swipe, I'd hit it, I'd hit it. Okay, wouldn't hit it, wouldn't. That's all that is. So you're thinking sexually from the beginning, not like your next door neighbor or the girls in your neighborhood that you go to school with that you see every day in school, and then you get to the point where like, I like her, she likes me, then you go on a date. So yeah, you shouldn't even be going on the date. But and that's if you don't know the person or don't care that much about them. And the thing is that's where everything's broke, because you shouldn't even be going on the date unless you know you like them. We've all been turned into whores. The bourgeoisie wants to milk as much money and resources from us as possible. When you absolutely don't have to. But women often they go out with guys just because the guy says, "Oh, I'll take you to Fogo de Chao," and the girl's like, "Oh my God, you're ugly as dog crap, but I always wanted to go to Fogo de Chao, so I'll let you spend money on me." And the girl goes to Fogo de Chao and she takes a bunch of pictures of Fogo de Chao, but never takes a picture of her date. Many dads messed up their daughters so they can't find a good man for. I agree 100%. And many wives, many moms messed up their sons, both the same way, right? And how and that's an interesting thing though. My parents have been married for 55. This year will be 55 years. Right. Well, that's a thing too. Think about makeup, okay? Makeup and kids getting like kids getting Botox at 18, 19 years old, calling it preventative because they're afraid to get uglier. Right, and that's the thing. They want you to fail at it. The more you fail at dating, the more you're going to do it, and the more money that's going to be spent. Now it's to the point where men have been run dry, and so men don't want to date anymore. So now women are going to have to pay for the dates. So they drained men, and then they drained women, and women aren't paying for things for dates. So now they're paying for makeup, and they're paying for all the other bullshit that they need to pay for. Right, but yeah, there is no dating. You have to do what we're doing here, Ten Light. You got to find people like online and start a relationship this way. Oh, I think you're cute. Let's talk. Oh, we got a lot in common. And then you move forward. Dating apps are just prostitution apps. We're paying the pimp to get us some ass. That's the problem. So dating's not dating. Dating is sex work. And absolutely. So you need to find hobbies or things like this that if you like bowling, go bowling, join a bowling league, and then if you find people there that are cute, or that ring your bell, then you just get to meet. Because a lot of times, a lot of guys get better looking the more you get to know them. I mean, like maybe they look like this because they're worried about things, but after like they get to know you and they relax and they're like, hey. And they're cute all of a sudden because a lot of people just don't. They're nervous, and nervousness makes them like, "Hey, girl, you want to go on a date with me?" And you're like, "Fuck, no, I don't want to go date with you." And then once they're relaxed, they're like, "Oh, thank you. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this date." So things change. The more you fail in dating, the more feminist and red pill consumerism you'll do. Right, right. Right. It's absolutely. it- you have to find. You have to find someone that you can be friends with first, unless you just want to follow the feminism red pill, which then turns everybody into hoes. Feminism tells you to be a prostitute. They tell you sex work is real work and stuff like that. Yeah, it's all bullcrap because they're the asset class in America want you spending money, all of your money on everything. If they make you a prostitute, then yeah, I just think sabotage. I typically just sabotage a date or someone who thinks I'm heading towards a direction. Right, exactly, because it's turned into a game. It's like a video game on your phone. Find this whore. Let's find this whore. Let's find this whore. Boom, boom. Take it easy, Valen. Where I'm at in a transient location is absolutely not a place to find anyone at all. Well, it's not meant to be. You're supposed to rot in those locations. You're not supposed to be happy. But is that your way out to find someone to take you out of that transient location? If so, you need I'm not gonna say what you need to do because I don't know you. I don't know you that well. So I mean what I would do, I would jump right the hell back on freaking YouTube. And I told you this before. I would get out there and I would say, this is what I'm going through in life. And don't worry about any of the other bullshit. Do it all over again. You've already done it once. And I would say, this is where I'm at. And then you're gonna get a bunch of bullshit coming in. But start doing the live streams and stuff, and you're gonna meet somebody that's going to be like, I think that's kick ass. And I like the fact that you're doing live streams. And I like it, and then not just one. That's what I would do if I were you. That's the number one thing I would do because then so many guys are so tired of like dating apps and all that fake filtered bullcrap. Right? Yeah. Right. They figure you're done. You're not gonna work for another boss again, right? I mean, the whole point of being the slave class is to make the asset class richer. We trade our time on earth for money in a job. The asset class doesn't. They trade things for money, not their time for money. Nobody say I missed what it was about the PAMP. Feminism turns you into a hoe. Alpha male philosophy, independent. Right, from Temu, exactly. Well, right now, when it takes two's income just to pay for rent. Right, absolutely. Yes, yeah. No, I agree. I agree 1,000%. But you have your phone, and you absolutely could be yourself because everybody's not themselves. I'm being myself 100%. You could be online and you could be yourself. And think about how many guys want the star. You could be the star of the show, and without actually without being fake. And then you're going to get, oh, where you're in what location? This location. Do you mind if I take you to dinner one night? And then you can say yay or nay. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying be yourself. A way to meet people. This is like a bar room. It's like going to the bar without the drinking and meeting people from all over the world. Do what you want. You sound like you're self-sabotaging. 100%. 100%. You don't want out. You want to self-sabotage. You have a way out, and I've just given it to you. You just don't want it. I don't want to. Right? We're not talking about prostituting you. We're talking about just a way to get out there, a way to get known. It's very difficult. What up? What up? What the hell? What happened? My second husband through Yahoo dating, and that turned out to be a disaster. Sure, don't do dating apps. That's all prostitution. It's all prostitution. Don't. I'm not saying that. Oh, I'm saying just be yourself. Talk about your. I would start YouTubes and talk about your issues, and then there are other YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm not talking about for dating apps. I'm not talking about for dating apps at all. That's all prostitution. We're having a conversation about how bad dating apps are and dating is in the future, and it's all turned into that. It's all turned into a way to suck the money out. Yes, right, right. I agree 100%. 100%. The reason YouTube making money works so well is because it helps both. the slave class finds ways to buy money, ways to get through life cheaper, and then you have the asset class can advertise to that. So being part of both systems helps you out in life. Nice try, AI. Not yours. It's like, fucking awesome. I got you, brother. I got you. Hold on. Talking oranges. But yeah, it's difficult. Uh, they want people spending all of their money. Well, let me try this different makeup. Let me try these lip injections. Let me do this. I'm still not married yet, so let me try the freaking nose job. Let me try the freaking hand job. I mean, boob job, and all this other stuff. So you're gonna try all this shit, and you're gonna spend all this money trying to meet somebody when the way to meet somebody has never been different. They made it seem like it's different. These apps are all bullshit. You do something you enjoy until you meet somebody that also does things you enjoy. Period. If you like bowling, you bowl. If you like sewing, go to a sewing group. You just find groups, and that's what you should use online for, is to find human contact. And when you find human contact, you're gonna find love. When you find human contact at the bowling alley, you're gonna find love at the bowling alley. But the problem is, people are also saying, okay, well, they might not be 6 foot tall. They might be 5'8". And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they're 5'8"? Get the ick. You're gonna get the ick. You know, they're like, you're gonna get the ick for everything. You're gonna get the ick if they have red shoes on and a white shirt or whatever. So that whole ick is to keep people single. Single people spend more money. The system wants us single because single people spend more money. End dot period exclamation point. Whoa, bam. Sorry, I had stopped reading. Somebody's watching me. Somebody's watching me. It's my loofah tree. It's my loofah tree. I already tried being myself and that didn't work out well. Then what are you gonna be? Somebody else? Yeah, but you were yourself, but your picker was broke. You got to understand that. You didn't vet him very well. Do you remember what happened to the website? Yeah, I remember Omegle. Yeah. Why does the internet allow Craigslist? Because a lot of people say, what do you mean, why do they allow it? It's prostitution. Prostitution. It makes people a lot of money. It makes the pimps a lot of money. That's why they allow it. It's not going to go away. Don't you understand? Look, they're basically trying to make child abuse legal. They want to be able to sell ass. And they do. That's why. That's a 100%. People get lonely. You make people lonely. You do things like COVID. You make people. You can't even see people. You can't even see how happy people are because you can't see their mouths. So you start to lose that, and then you can't be near them because you have to stay 6 feet away. So now everybody and stay in your house, and you have to. So everybody's lonely. And people want human touch. So they're going to go on and they're going to find it, even if they got to pay for it. But then everything turned into to look for human touch. So then what are you going to do? Now girls are like, well, if you don't pay my bills, if you don't blah, blah, blah. So then guys are like, fuck that. That's not dating. That's prostitution. So if all you have to offer is pussy, that's all I want. And that's what all of this is turned into. It's turned into a big old whore culture. And the only way out is getting out of the culture and making your own. YouTube is actually giving it back more now. I've never been part of a Hollywood network, so that stuff's not. It's not just Hollywood networks; it's everything. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's the thing. So it's all a big game, and jail is okay. So if you look at the way making money works in America or in the world, doesn't matter. Okay, you have the ultra rich people and I go back to people trade their time for money. Now, if you break one of the rules of the game, they put you in jail where you can't trade your time for money anymore. So if you do something really bad, then you're going to trade 10 years of your life, which means that's 10 years that you can't make money to catch up to the elites. Unless when you come out, you got a really good idea. But the elite. The elite want to be elite. They don't want other people to be elite because then they're not elite anymore, right? So the way they stay elite is by tripping you up and making you not be able to become elite. And that's basically what it comes down to. It comes down to the power. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. Ding, ding, ding. Ooh, ee, ooh, ding, dang, walla, bing, bang. The internet is a very excellent and right for jail. Yeah, absolutely. Right. I agree. And but you have to let me ask you this because I have a lot of content over 2,600 hours. It's easy to see. Okay, let me ask you this because I have a lot of content, 2,600 hours videos on my 2,600 videos on my channel, so it's easy to see that I'm an old person. Okay, okay. Think of how you are talking to me if I was a 13-year-old girl and how she would be intimidated and groomed and coerced into meeting you off the internet. What are you trying to say? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Think of how you are talking to me. I'm not talking to you like you're a 13-year-old girl. If you think that I'm talking to you like you're a 13-year-old girl, you're the problem. I'm talking to you. I'm speaking to you from what I'm giving you back what you're giving to me. I'm seeing how you're reporting yourself and how you're talking about the issues that you have in life. And it appears that those are 16-year-old to an 18-year-old issues. The man bad this that. That's how I have no idea how old you are, but the issues you have, it seems that way. I'm not saying like, listen, little girlie, you need to do this and do that. I'm just saying problem answer, or problem solution, problem solution, problem solution. That's it. I'm not talking to you like you're 13 at all. Kat's my cousin. She's 35, and this is the way I talk. It has nothing to do with your age at all. And I think that kind of stuff is going to block you. If you think that you're too old to take advice, you need to figure out why you feel that way. It's nothing to do with your age at all. Drama. 10 late. He was not talking. Yeah, I think you're the only one thing. You remind me so much of a guy that was on TikTok. Yeah, right. It has nothing to do at all with me being like that your age. I'm just it's all good. I'm giving back what you say. You say this is the problem you're having, and I say as a man, this is how I see that solution. Nothing at all to do with age. But if you think about when people have these problems in life, it's they're typically when they have relationship problems. Most people have relationship problems early in life, and then they get it figured out. Now, there's people that get divorced later in life. No, I'm not alone. You're upset now, little 10 light. You don't need to be upset. It's not a dick measuring contest. You asked and I gave you answers. I'm not blaming you. I'm not. This isn't a relationship. I don't want. And I'm not one of those guys that says, "Oh, I need to be alone. I choose to be single." Blah blah blah. I don't give a shit about that. I'm working on trying to build my channel and everything. And I know 100% that when a woman gets involved in your life, it takes time out of what you're doing. We have to go on dates. I have to kiss her on the lips and stuff like that. So I don't the free time that I have now, I'm live or I'm online. Anything else, I'm working and building everything outside of my life. If I took any of this extra time to a relationship, and I don't see anybody worth a relationship. Now, if someone comes in that looked and appeared that valuable to me, I would make room for them. But yeah, I'm not trying. Look, I'm 48. I'm not divorced at all. I've had 3 long-term relationships in my life, 10-year, 4-year, and 4-year. And I'm still friends with them and all, and they all have kids and they're doing their thing. I was a musician. I did a lot of stupid stuff, but I'm very happy the way I am. But why? Why do men treat women like a hooker? Why? Because they say, pay, especially now, they say, pay for my shit. They say, send me money for my hair. On the first date, before the first date, women are asking for money. No, I'm not married. Absolutely not married. Neither is my brother. Okay, my sister is married, but my older brother's not married either. My parents are still married, and that's not good. But I'm not looking for marriage or to have kids. Listen to me. I think the reason to get married is to have kids. I don't think I'm going to have children, so I'm not interested in being married. There's no reason for me to be married. Do you understand that being married, especially in America, is just a way to trip up to remove money from the system? There's no biblical marriage in America anymore. No, they're absolutely not. And if I'm not going to reproduce, why am I going to get married? And that's the thing. I think what a lot of people think. A lot of people think that their value, people that aren't religious, think their value comes from how well they can get with another person. I'm married to Jesus Christ. He, he's my Lord and Savior, and I feel fulfilled with the relationship I have with Him. So I don't need somebody to sit down. And that's a huge thing. That's why so many people are so lonely, and they're chasing these fake people. Is because they have this loneliness in their heart, and they can't, and they're trying to find other people to fill it. Right now, I won't stop talking enough to get out of children. But I'm not trying to, and I can have children into my 70s. I'm 48. I'm not a woman. Taking it to talking orange. How did you change your mind to diesel? Cat, did you change your mind to diesel? What a minute. I have to be somewhere every time I'm living. So how can I be? Who said you lost in your world? Barry first said. I mean, it seems like you're making up things that I said to you. I'm married to Jesus Christ. Give it a try. Hey, give it a try. Ten light. There's a like. Don't think that when everybody says, "Oh, it's fairy tales, fairy tales, fairy tales." Believe in the fairy tale. See if it helps. And you know what? It's like if you see how people are so lonely and crying in life these days, and you ask yourselves why, because people say they tell themselves the lie, "I know my value, I know my value, I know my value." What's your value? What is your value? People say that for copium. They don't know what their value is because they don't believe that they were created, or they don't know yet that they were created for a reason. And once you realize what your value actually is, you stop looking for it in other people. I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm not trying to bring it up, but I'm not. I'm very content. I'm not a relationship channel at all. I've never said anything all about relationships except when you asked, because I'm here to ask and answer any question. That's why the channel's named 110th grade. And I'm here to answer questions. You asked questions and I answered. I'm not a red pill guy, a bring this on guy. This is a relationship channel relationship. I say whatever it needs to be. If I believe I can help answer somebody's questions, that's what I do. I'm not. I have people that I hang out with. If I want to go to the bar, I've got a girl that I can go to the bar with. Like we can hug and kiss on each other. That's not a problem. Do I want to get married? I don't. I don't want to get married until I can find someone that I would think is a good mother. I don't see a reason to date anybody for just sex. If I want to date you, if I see a girl that's going to be a good mother, then I'll date her. Then we'll get to the point where we'll look for marriage. But I don't want to date for just sex. I don't want to date just to take people out. And I don't mind at all. Waffles, no pancakes, 100%. What's up, a random food channel? Mankind women in Zimbabwe. Well, I have not yet come across an email that would that I would not need to be right. No, I understand that, and you should be defensive nowadays. But I'm just trying to help, and I'm not telling you to do it. It's not. We're on the internet, so it's not like you're in front of 100 people in a classroom, and I'm saying you stupid idiot. Blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. Or I mean, I found that when I found my value, things in life got a lot easier because, like I said, now I can think about getting my business off the ground rather than just saying, why don't girls like me? Why does why And that's what I was doing for the first 10. That's why I started in music when I was 19 years old. But then I got the girls. But then I got a lot of girls, and I was just like, well, man, this ain't really kick ass anymore. And then I realized that a lot of the bands I was in broke up because you know like my girlfriend doesn't want me to tour because she thinks I'll cheat on her. Okay, but then you're not even going to be in a band anymore. So it's like, yeah, things like that happen. No, I didn't mean I was in three long-term relationships. Yeah, and so and why they fail? I absolutely do. But so my 10-year relationship, the reason it failed is because her family moved out of the state. And that's why that relationship failed. And we still talk, and it's great. The second one was absolutely, she wanted to keep partying after the band stuff ended. She wanted to keep partying, and I was done. So that's why that relationship ended. And the fourth one was I left and she wasn't willing to leave. So when I moved to Georgia, the girl I was dating at that time, she didn't want to leave. She didn't want to leave Maryland. So yeah, so we didn't violently break up over bullshit. We're still friends. Everybody, you can go to my Facebook channel and see. I mean, I haven't been on it in years, but yeah, we're friends. And that's okay. So, and don't you think that, like, don't you see that we're teaching girls to not be housewives and to not being stay-at-home moms, telling them to being boss babes and stuff like that, telling them to work for another, not even, I don't care if a man, work for another person. That's what the bourgeoisie tell people. The feminists tell women to be slaves for their bosses, not their husbands. Right? It's just crazy, and they're listening to it. It's horrible. Yeah, no, that's what I said. I said it seems like you're self sabotaging, and I'm not a professional in any way, any way, shape, or form. I just want you to realize it's okay to talk about. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm calling myself stupid. I'm making jokes and stuff like that. Hugs and kisses. I didn't mind the thought of going to the state of Georgia, but yes, it was a big downgrade, a big disappointment moving to the state of Georgia. I love it. Yeah, I have to agree. Georgia's a hell of a lot better than Maryland, definitely. And I mean, just the smell. When I moved, yeah, and I think women are trained to do that. I think just by going to school, women these days are trained to self-sabotage because they're told about these icks and stuff like that they might even get, and that the guy and cheat on him before he cheats on you. Like, why are you dating a guy that you think might cheat on you? That's the kind of stuff. Like, this built-in self-sabotaging is part of our culture, right? That's understandable too. I mean, can you get a PO box? Can you call like the can you call the local mailing center in whatever place you want to go to and get a PO box? That way you would have an mailing address. I don't know. I've never done it, so I don't know. I do not like the state of Georgia at all. It's terrible. It sucks, and I don't like it at all. That's okay. That's okay. Indy, Indy? Who does not like Ray Charles? I haven't watched it yet. No, yes. You're talking about the movie, right? I thought you were talking about streaming, but yes, it's all the movie. I'm thinking that the way George is terrible because why would they let my ex-husband out of jail and not give him a trial? Right, because yes, you should absolutely. That's called liberal. You know what it is. You know what it is. So you want to go to a state that does not have these liberal laws, right? That don't let these people go. They look at what they're doing in all these states, rapists and shit like that. Look at Maryland. Maryland just let a rapist murderer that got deported back to El Salvador. One of your freaking fracking politicians, senators or whatever, left Maryland, went to El Salvador to try to bring him back. And it's like, yes, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This is why the Democrats are losing so horribly. They're making deals with these gangs, saying we will let you out. Just keep making sure that you keep bringing illegals in, and we'll keep flooding the Democrat vote. That's why. That's why. And any of their people get locked up, they get released, and that's the deal the Democrats have made. The Democrats have made deal with these gangs that if they need to keep bringing on, because with the cartels and the gangs, it's all incorporated. They can keep flooding them into America and keep them voting Democrat, and that's what's going on. That's why they're letting everybody out of jail and stuff. So any criminal can come to America as long as they're in a blue state or or a state that's blue ran purple like Georgia. Yeah, it's crazy. Right now, it says I've got 0 viewers. That's crazy. I have never had to move blindly without having some support system in place because the United States military was a support mechanism to help us related to moving. Yeah, no, that's 100% understandable. And this is the thing. The system, the Democrats set things up so people fail. Then when they fail, their support system is the government. And this is why they do it, because then you'll be like, well, the Republicans might end that welfare and stuff like that, so I need them, and they end up doing it. What up, Sigma? But yeah, so that's absolutely like a thing that's done, and I think one of the things that we'll see if Trump does or not, and it seems like things are going that way. If he starts to fix all the dents that they made, because you should absolutely be able to, if you can get a $200,000 student loan, you should be. Then the people that don't have them should be able to get a $200,000 home loan. Right, I agree. What's up? What's up? What's up? Pretty sure I blew my math exam, but it's all right because C's get degrees, baby. C's get degrees. Yeah, that can be very rough, right? Right, and like and Riley, yeah, right. And that's just absolutely horrible, and that's why I can't believe people agreed with the liberal. Look, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. Okay, I'm not. I'm not a registered voter. I'm not. So I'm going to tell you straight up. I can't believe that there's so many people vote just off the fact that the Democrats are are the ultra racist, and they can't see that because they keep saying they're not. But people are believing what they're saying instead of just looking into it. Because if you looked into it, they're freaking wackadoodles. Right. Yapathon. Shut up, Andy. Some of them I say I've been chatting with them through the internet, and they told me they're going to different countries. So, right, England and stuff, they're doing the same thing. So all of these countries, the world trade, world economic, I can't remember the freaking name of it. They are doing this worldwide. They wanted to do the way that the COVID vaccine went worldwide. They wanted to do this so that they can have one big state because they've almost milked the America dry. We don't have any money left, so now they need to go to other countries, and they're invading them in so that they can overtake the voting system, and they can take that over. Because look at the billions and billions and billions of dollars that are just being stolen. C's with degrees, but I love double D. Sorry to say it, bro. But Lightstar, what the fuck was your last video? I'm sorry to say this, bro. Lightstar, what the fuck was you last? Oh, where the fuck was your last video? It seems like Atlanta is functioning as blue. It is 100%, 100%. I mean, that's why they call it purple. I believe a lot of this is out of the corporations, but Democrats and Republicans. Well, Sigma. I don't believe that all politicians are bad, and sometimes they think their hands are tied. Well, sure, absolutely, because the people above them, but they know what they're doing because you can see when you follow the money, you see that the poorest, the least wealthy politicians are Republicans. The most When you get in and you realize your hands are tied, you decide, okay, so think about it. Think about it. You go to college and you say, I'm going to save this. I'm going to save America. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to save this. This country's going bad. I'm going to save it. So then you go in and you get elected and you get in and you realize everything's bullshit and everything's corrupt. So what are you going to do? You're going to quit and do something else? You just spent fucking 6 years in college to do this. So no, what you're going to do is you're going to be like, well, I might as well get rich while I'm here. Sugma. I have a thought. I have a thought process that if you can't pay for college with cash, exactly. So in 2008, when they were giving away no doc house loans, and then they had the big budget collapse, the big collapse, and Obama bailed out the banks instead of bailing out. He bailed out Wall Street instead of bailing out Main Street. Then what they do? They said, well, how can we get money from the poor? Okay, well, we can't give them home loans anymore. Let's give them student loans. And that's what they did. Not going to college, can't be a lawyer. Don't worry, don't do any of that shit, dude. Dude, right now, you could be a freaking plumber and you'll be a millionaire before 35. Easy, dude. $75 an hour, 45, 50-hour weeks, you'll be done. And if you make under $200,000 a year in America, hopefully by the end of this year, Trump's going to pass the no tax under $200,000. Well, how come you can't be a lawyer and have because they make the rules of the game. You have to agree. The game that they play, that steal from the poor and give to the rich, that's the legal system. They finagle the legal system. That's the law of contract law about where money goes and how. So if you need that, you need to agree to that, to their overarching rules before you can actually make those rules. So they won't let you. They won't let you play the game unless you work your way in. Now you can. You keep me hanging on. If I was a lawyer, right. I can't marry my lawyer. Right. Well, there's the things too, and that's why you have to. Remember, we talked about trading time for money. So you trade that time in college to 9 years or whatever it is to be a doctor or a lawyer, but you're going to get paid for it. So you say, I don't want to spend that much time in school because you don't have enough money. It takes money to make money, and it takes real money to make real money. It would only be a conflict of interest if you're both on the same case. Borchell says, don't forget about the bailout. Right, sure. They all suck as humans and politicians. That's absolutely true. Yeah, no, it's absolute bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. Bullshit. They know what they're doing. Look, listen, most of those politicians can't do anything. They're untalented hacks. So if they're not in politics, they can't make millions. They couldn't be millionaires without being in politics. None of them can run businesses. They can't even manage their own states and cities. Listen to 10 Light. They let criminals out of jail to do bullshit stuff so that they can get more crimes. The more hurt people there are, the more Democrats they're going to be. So yeah, that's what it's all about. I'm a Stormy and Jack is my Daniel. And Dark and Stormy. That's what my father used to drink Dark and Stormies. This is life, brother. Whoever gets me talking more about whatever, cars scare clowns. Damn it, I don't know what that means. No. Yeah, someone got me. You keep me hanging. Now, I hope you hear this, 10 Light. Jack Daniels, and she's talking about Jack Daniels. I never in a million years thought the court system would be political. Yes, sir. And you know why it became political, right? Because Democrats are stealing all the money, and they know that the reason that they've tried so hard against Donald Trump is because they knew he was going to patch the holes where they were stealing all the money from. So that's why they wanted to make sure that he got stopped. but he didn't get stopped. So now they're using the legal system to stop him. But they've all been placed there. Listen, they didn't be in order to be a judge, you had to be a lawyer. So you had to spend a lot of money in college, right? So now you don't want to lose that money. You want to stay milking the democratic process. So you want to do whatever you can do to stop Trump, including lying and letting illegals out. Dave Danger. Mas tequila. I'd rather talk about okay. Okay, let me tell you a story about hookers and cocaine. Okay. All right. So I got a big nose. All right. I got a big nose. And so I used to go to this bar around the corner here. And it's called the Tavern 174. And sorry about that. And so this guy used to say I look like Adrian Brody all the time. So we nicknamed him Bradrian Odie, and he said that I was the olfactory Avenger. So like my bat signal was this. So if you needed help, you put up the bat signal because it looked like my nose. Okay, so that was the olfactory Avenger signal. And I had a scooter like motorcycle that had the big ass nose on the front of it where the handlebars were. And the way when it started to run out of gas, I just drove over the white line on the road, and the nose snorted up the white line and refilled the freaking. Oh yeah, that was it. My pen is massive. Pen is massive. Only the USA public on average believes in politicians. Yeah, no, yeah, they've been failing. My auto pen. Well, the problem with plumbing though is that self-employed, absolutely. Now we're going somewhere. You can see construction plumbing. I learned today that sitting judges and lawyers give up their First Amendment political speech. Yeah. What is talking about the cocaine? So right. So being the olfactory Avenger, I smell danger. Was my saying? I smell danger. I smell danger. Somebody goes, "Oh, I need help! I need help! I need help!" No. I smell danger. The olfactory Avenger. Yes. Yeah. And so, yeah, my big ass nose on the front of my scooter. And we were building all this shit. We were going to film it all. But then he got married, and his girlfriend became wife. Didn't want him to be in such a childish pursuit. I don't want you. She said, I don't want you to be involved in such a childish pursuit. Okay, what about the Avengers? They're a bunch of freaking 30 and 40-year-olds playing dress up. He says, I can't complain. He said, I'm gonna swing a ling my dingle thing. Connie Nielsen. Young kids turn 18, Right. And kids should not age out of home. That's the thing. If you look at the Indians and stuff like that, they live like 3 generations in a home. Why would you want at 18 years old, you got a 200,000, or you're about to start on like $200,000 of credit of student loan debt, then also housing debt, and also credit card debt and whatever you need to do. So yeah. The Democrats have set you up to as soon as you turn 18, you're dumped into debt. Because the only way out is by voting Democrat. So they set you up to fail, so you'll stay a Democrat voter, and you'll never do good. They'll give you enough to stay fed and over a cardboard box. But yeah, then you're going to keep voting Democrat because they're going to keep saying, next year we got you. Next year we got you. Next year we got you. Hot damn! Got to collect all the cocaine stones for the gauntlet. I've almost got. Listen. If anybody programs games or anybody knows anybody, I would love to make the olfactory Avenger video game on the phone where like the nose starts to shrink, so then you have to go to the side of the road to like drive over the line. Come on. And then if you don't have enough, and the dotted line just neat, because it's a dotted white line. Come on, it's just funny. Space Cow, great freaking show, great cartoon. Oh, Space Cow. No, that's Super Cow. What am I thinking of? Space Coast, Coast to Coast. No Flavor Flav. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So the young kid, right? Yeah, and that's the thing. It's so obvious. But the problem is, in colleges, they want everybody to look different but think the same. Danish, the Danish Flavor Flav. Wow. Oh, you're going in 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't know if you can hear how congested I am. I guess there was a lot of cut, cut in the road work. If you get what I'm saying, a little bit of cut in the road work. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I love New York. I tell you what, I loved New York until 2001. Then it went after they did the Control Alt Delete to the city. They fucked it up, boy. Man, I left New York in the 10th, September 10th, 2001. I was in Baltimore on September 11th, going back to work. My sister called me and said, "Why do people kill other people?" And I said, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Why do people kill other people?" Basically for money and power. But what are you talking about? This Twin Towers just got hit by an airplane. Let me look into it. I'll call you right back. Tiffany from the show I Love New York had her testicles enhanced, and then they imploded on her. Copenhagen? We're talking about the dip, the chewing back up. Copenhagen. Oh, staying. I thought you said saying. Man. My nostrils. My first husband chewed a lot of chewing tobacco in Copenhagen and smoked Marlboro cigarettes. I used to smoke Camel cigarettes. Like this. I mean. And the girls were like, "Can I kiss you on your lips?" I said, "Okay, baby." And then they kissed me on my lips. They're like, "Ew, you taste like an ashtray." I speak retard. Brother. What do you mean? Have you been listening to me the past hour and a half? Because of his gum cancer? That's crazy. Do you? Well, they already pulled him, so it's too late now. How old are they? In their 50s? I guess so. I could never figure out why my first hug was in stuck Copenhagen. A tiny little ball in his nose. That was Copenhagen. that was Copenhagen. Bam. Copenhagen. Bam. That's going to be the olfactory Avengers dip. Copenhagen. Let me write it down. Copenhagen. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. So you see, that's why my second husband said me right into YouTube. He called it a kiss. Well, that was dumb. Right. And it's not. And that's the thing. Because people don't listen. You should know this. People don't want other people doing better than them. He didn't want you being the making the money and blah blah blah. That made him less of a man. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Right. And he probably didn't like that. He wanted to be the man of the house. He wanted to bring in the money. And when you started doing that, his dick shrunk, basically. You can't have that pickle be shrinking, you know. And it's a thing to keep people from doing it because it actually makes money. In the year 2008, I made $2,500, and that was all on my YouTube channel. And he was mad at me. Right? He said he didn't want to pay any more in taxes, and he was literally mad. My lack of interest does not make me less of a man. Right, right. Yeah, he was an asshole. He didn't know what he was talking about because he doesn't pay more in taxes. When you go up to the next tax bracket, you don't pay that for all of your money. You only pay if you make $10,000 a year and you're at like the 13% tax bracket, when you make $15,000 a year, that extra 5,000 is the only thing you're taxed extra on. Up to 10,000, you're only taxed 13%. When you go to 15%, it doesn't tax everything with 15, just that new amount. Over, yeah. So people don't understand, and then this is where staying stupid hurts relationships, and they don't teach us that in school, and it harms relationships. And you know how much money is made on divorce and child support? Look up Title IV. Crazy. All right, everybody. We've got 10 more seconds until I got to head out of here on my hour and a half. I got to get the cat in and take care of the chickens. I didn't realize the sun had gone down on me, but I really want to appreciate everybody here. I'm losing my voice, but I really want to appreciate everybody for coming in here. Lightstar said he had the option to get married to a nurse that would have made more money than I did. But he didn't want to do that because she said she was set in her ways. Exactly, it had to do with money. He wanted it to be like, hey, why don't you be the stay-at-home mom and I'll make money flossing butt teeth. Butt teeth are the thing. But hugs and kisses, everybody. I love you all, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.